Okay, so hello everyone. So our today's topic will be graphic in linear equation. Okay, will be graphic in linear equation. So uh so we having some important information over here. Okay, as you can see below, so a linear equation. The first thing you need to know is that the linear equation is always a straight line. Okay, it's always straight line. It's always a straight line. As you know that a linear equation is usually having the form ax plus by equal to c, right? And the coefficient for both variable x and y are both 1. So that's why what we say it is a linear equation. So linear equation means it is a straight line. Okay, because you can see the coefficient for both x and y are 1. Okay, so that's why we say it is a linear equation. And okay, so linear equation is a straight line. Okay, the second thing which I want to say is that how you actually graphic a linear equation. Okay, so there are basically 3 steps. The first step is you need to find the x-intercept by setting y equal to 0. Okay, and then you want to find the y-intercept by x equal to 0. Okay, and the second part, the second part is you have to graphic x and y intercept. So you basically you plotting the x intercept and y intercept. Okay, so basically the second point, the step 2. Okay, the step 2 is actually you basically plugging x coordinate, x intercept and the y intercept. Okay, and the last step, all you have to do is you just drawing a straight line through the intersects. Okay, it is quite simple. Okay, it is quite simple. Like one thing I want to remain is that you need to have minimum 2 points to draw a linear equation. Okay, so you need to have minimum 2 points to actually draw a linear equation. That's the only thing you have to take, really know it in your mind. Okay, you want to make sure there's a minimum 2 point to actually draw a linear equation. Okay, so that's basically all the information what you need to know, when you actually graphic a linear equation. I will show you guys how you actually using the method over here to actually plotting a linear equation. Okay, so now let's move into the question part. Okay, yeah, so again, this section is not quite difficult, so that's why I only have 3. I only put 3 questions over here. Okay, I only put 3 questions over here. So first, let me actually show all the questions first. So if you know how to actually join those graphics, then feel free to skip it. Okay, otherwise I will fully explain how you actually using the method to actually plugging a linear equation. Okay, so we will basically following the method over here, which I tell you guys. Okay, step by step. Okay, we will basically applying this method step by step. Okay. Okay. So let's first focus on the first question. Okay. The first question, we having this equation, right? We having this equation y equal to 2 over 3x minus 3. So that's the linear equation which we have to plot do for the plotting, right? So remember, the first thing is you need to find the x-intercept, right? So the first thing what you need to do is you need to finding the x-intercept. So basically, how you actually do that? Relating y equal to 0, right? So you basically letting y equal to 0, right? So let's okay, so let me actually show this step by step. Okay, so we letting y equal to 0 to actually finding the x-intercept, right? So 2 over 3x minus 3 is equal to 0. 2 over 3x is equal to 3, right? And then x is basically equal to 3 multiply 2 over 3 over 2, right? So you know it's basically get reversed, right? 3 multiplied by 3 over 2, so the final solution is 9 over 2, right? 9 over 2 is actually 4.5. Okay, 9 over 2 is actually 4.5. So now you're finding the x coordinate is the point for the x coordinate is actually 4.50. Okay, so the second point what we need to find is we need to finding the y coordinate, right? So the y coordinate. So how we actually finding the y coordinate is basically setting x equal to 0, right? So we having x for 0. And since you know we have been doing those kind of calculations before, so I'm just gonna speed up. Okay, so so you're thinking about you plugging x equal to 0. So you're plugging x equal to into this, and what we have is 0 minus 3. So it is actually negative 3, right? Okay. So now you have find x is equal to negative 3, right? So now you find the y coordinate is actually 0 and negative 3. So we basically finished the first step, right? We finished the first step, and the second step is we have to we basically have to plotting. We have to plotting the x-intercept and the y-intercept, right? And the y-intercept. Okay. So as you guys know it, before we actually plotting, we have to label the graphics, right? We have to basically label the graphic. We got 1 and then 2 and then 3 and then 4 and then here is 5. Okay, so okay, and here is 5, and then we have to plotting a little bit more. Yeah, -1, -2, and then -3, and on the other side we have 1 and 2. So you can see the x-intercept is actually 4.50, right? So the point is actually on the x-axis, right? So the point is on the x-axis, is right over here, right? And you see the y-intercept is actually 0 and -3, right? 0 and -3. So it's actually on the y-axis. So it's actually right over here, right? It's actually right over here. So now we have actually finished the second part, right? So we actually finished the second part, so now we are on our last step, right? the last step is basically we have to connect it. We have to connect. We have to connect. We have to connect. So we have to connect. We have to draw a straight line. Okay. So let me actually. I mean, it's almost the same thing. So you want to draw a straight line between the intersect, right? Between the intersect. So what you have to do is basically you roughly connect those 2 points. Okay, you roughly connect those 2 points. And you write it down y equal to 2 over 3x minus 3. Let me actually rewrite it. It's kind of like a little bit mess. 2 over 3x minus 3. Okay, so basically this is how you actually finish a drawing. Okay, so this is basically how you actually graphic a linear equation. Okay. Okay, so let's move into the second question. Okay, the second question, you may feel like it's quite confusing, but it's actually much more simple than the first one. Okay, so the second question, you can see our equation is actually y equal to negative 3, right? So y is actually equal to negative 3. So let me actually label the graphic first. We have here 1, and then we have here 2, and then we have here 1, and then we have here 2. And then here we have negative 1, negative 2, and then negative 3. And so we have 1 and then 2. Sorry. Sorry. So, we have here a y equal to negative 3. So remember, we have a negative 3 over here for y, right? So it's just gonna be a line. Okay, it's just gonna be a line, and then you write it down y equal to 3. So basically, over here, what you know is that y is always negative 3, right? So basically, why you draw a line is because you know y is always going to be negative 3. So y is not going to change it. The only thing it's going to change is x. The only thing it's going to change is x, because over here we got the value for y, but we only got a single variable, which is y, but we don't have any information for the x. So x can be 1, can be 2, or can be negative 1, can be negative 2. Sorry, over here this part should be negative 1 and then negative 2. That's my mistake. Okay, so you don't know any information for x, so that's why you basically draw a straight line on y. You basically drawing a horizontal line. Okay, you basically drawing a horizontal line on the point where y equal to negative 3. So that's basically how you actually draw it. Okay, so over here you don't actually have to follow the step, because over here you just cannot find the x-intercept. You just cannot find the x-intercept or the right. You just cannot find the x-intercept, right? So yeah. So basically, if you want to find the x-intercept, right? So if you want to find the x-intercept, you have to let y equal to 0. But over here, what we have is y equal to negative. Y is already equal to negative 3. So that's why you just cannot find the x-intercept. Okay. Okay. So basically, for this kind of graphic, whenever you see y equal to something, y equal to negative 3, that it's gonna be a horizontal line. Okay, it's gonna be a horizontal line. Okay, so So let me actually give you guys one more example over here, okay? The example over here, what we have to say is that what if we may having something like x equal to 4, okay? And how you actually draw x equal to 4 is, let me actually label more point. So x equal to 4 is over here, and we don't know anything about we don't know anything about y. So basically you drawing a vertical line, okay? X equal to 4 represent a vertical line, okay? So basically, you know, whenever you see y equal to something and y equal to some number, okay, or x equal to some number, y will represent a horizontal line, okay, and then x will represent a vertical line, okay, a vertical line. So that's basically, you know, for all that's basically for all the solution, okay? That's basically for all the solution for, you know, like, okay, so let me actually, you know, write it down more detail. 1 2 okay. I think that's good enough. That's good enough, okay? Okay, I think that should be good enough, okay? That I already make some conclusion over here. So basically, you know, this is the information, this is the thing whenever you see some format like this, when y equal to some number, like maybe 1 2 3 4 5 or -1 -2, so you know it's going to be a horizontal line, okay? When x equal to some number like 1 2 3, or like, you know, maybe -5 -6 -7, so you know it is actually a vertical line, okay? Okay, and this line represent x equal to 4, okay? Okay, so let's move into the last question. So this one is actually the last question, right? Plus the video, and then try to graphic this equation by yourself. Graphic this linear equation by yourself, plus the video. Okay, so let's graphic this equation together. Okay, the first thing what you have to do is that you have to take a look about the equation. Okay, you have to take a look about the equation. The equation over here, what we have is 4x plus 3y equal to 12. That is the same format. That is the same standard format, right? So this is the standard format. The standard format of a linear equation, right? Of a linear equation, right? So you know we are actually able to applying the method. So you know we are actually able to applying the method. We are actually able to apply the method to actually doing the graphing, right? So as I mentioned before, the first thing is you have to know the x-intercept, right? So you want to finding the x-intercept by y equal to 0, right? So by letting y equal to 0. So over here, what you have is 4x plus 3 multiplied by 0 is equal to 12. So 3 multiplied by 0 is 0. X is just simply equal to 3, right? Because you can see 4x equal to 12, x equal to 12 minus 12 multiplied by 4, which is 3. So you finding the x-intercept is actually 3, 0. Okay, so you finding the x-intercept is actually 3, 0. Okay, the x-intercept will be 3, 0. And the second thing is we want to finding the y-intercept, right? So we want to finding the y-intercept by letting x equal to 0, right? So 4 multiplied by 0 plus 3y equal to 12. 4 multiplied by 0 is actually 0. Y is equal to 12 divided by 3, so which is 4. So you're finding the y-intercept is actually 0 and then 4, right? So now you're actually finding both intercepts. So Now you are actually ready. To plotting the point, right? To plotting the intercept, right? So as you doing this more, you can actually just you will know the step, like you will basically know the steps. You don't have to write down everything. Okay, you don't have to write down everything. Okay, so here I'm just going to show you how you're actually doing those questions really fast. Okay, so now we will first label the graphic. You don't have to label everything, but you have to label what you need, right? Label what you need, because our x-intercept is 30, so it will be enough. You just label 3 point. Okay, it will be enough if you just label in 3 point. That is fine. Okay, and our y-intercept is actually 0, 4, 0, 4, right? So you at least you have to label to 4, right? Okay, so you know our y-intercept is right over here, right? It's right over here. Okay, so for the other part, just label a little bit, because we are not actually gonna using it, so just label a little bit. Okay, as I say, you label what you needed. Okay, you label what you needed. Okay, you don't have to label everything, but you just label something, and then that will be fine. All right. Okay, so now the third step is we have to connect. We have to connecting those points, right? So we have to connecting those points to draw the graphic, right? So as I said before, a linear equation is a straight line. So you drawing a straight line between those intercepts, right? So you just basically connecting those intercepts. So this point represents 30, and then this point represents 0, 4, and this line is basically 4x plus y equal to 12. So now you finish the graphing of this linear equation. Okay, so now you basically finish the graphing of this linear equation. Okay, so that's actually, so basically in this video we're basically talking about how you actually graphing a linear equation, right? How you actually graphing those linear equations, right? As we're basically using the method over here, to actually to graphic the linear equation, right? Okay, so make sure you guys to actually subscribe to my channel. Okay, like the video, and also click the notification on. I will keep uploading video. Okay, so if you guys still having any question, then please leave a comment below. Okay, please leave a comment below if you still having any question. Okay, so make sure you subscribe to my channel. Okay, so feel free to leave any comments. All right, see you guys on the next video.